Hey, good afternoon, social media socialites. I wanted to take the time to share something with you guys. I did a one-on-one consultation a couple of days ago, and I got a black-owned business approved for over $100,000 in business funding. It's an accumulation of a few different lenders that we have, but I wanted to share this with you. In the middle of our conversation, it got really good, and I asked if I could share this consultation, and he did agree, and you guys will hear that as well. Now, I believe in a lot of proof. One of my favorite mottos is men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. So I wanted to share this with you guys, just to give you some inspiration, to let you know it's possible. A lot of times people think that it's impossible to get funding as a startup, especially they think it's impossible to get funding as a black-owned business as well. So I wanted to speak truth to power and show you the truth versus the propaganda and the lies. Now, granted, this is an hour-long one-on-one consultation that this client booked with me. He booked a one-on-one consultation. My consultations are $150 an hour. He wanted to book a one-on-one appointment with me first. Then he said he wanted to enroll into our course, which is it's only $50 a month for 12 months. And it teaches you how to build business credit that's completely separate from your personal credit. But most importantly, you guys are going to hear that, and you're going to hear him talk about it in the video. Now, this is an hour-long conversation that I have condensed down to about 15 to 20 minutes, not including this brief intro. So I said all of that to say this: his information has been protected, but the important stuff I share it with you guys. And if you are interested in reaching out to me, all of my information is available in the description. If you want to schedule a one-on-one consultation, my information is there. Also, if you want to enroll into our course, and everybody can't afford $150 an hour. And that's the reason why I make the course so cost-effective and affordable. I mean, it's only $50 a month for 12 months. So it is a contractual agreement of $600 for the entire year. So it's not something you can start and stop. The entire course for the entire year is $600. If you want to get an additional discount, you can pay at one time $450. So you will save $150 by doing it all up front, depending on whatever meets your budget or whatnot. But most importantly, I try to make it as affordable and cost effective as possible, because it's about giving the advantage and not taking the advantage. But all right, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it. I'm going to allow you guys to listen to this. His information is private because he did allow me to share, but I also wanted to protect his identity and his privacy as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Comment, like, subscribe, share, interact, ask me questions, reach out to me. But most importantly, I hope that I educate you and I empower you as you see other entrepreneurs become successful. All right, guys. So remember, go get them. Success is waiting. Let me go ahead and play this video for you. Okay, so now what were you saying? You said that you did the credit builder with Dun and Bradstreet and you got screwed?
Well, when I first opened my LLC back in, started my company back up in 2014, one of the necessary things for me to get my truck was I had to have it up on the LLC.
Yes, sir.
And so Quality had told me to go through LegalZoom. LegalZoom sought me up with Dun and Bradstreet. Got my number. Then they called me with this $1,200 fee for this credit builders thing, not knowing that this only lasted only 1 year. So the next year I look up, I looks at my checking account, noticed $2,600 was taken out of it. So I'm calling them, found out who it was. They had double clutched me for $2,300 twice. No, they got me for $1,300 twice. And so I'm asking them, why is y'all taking my money out of my account? Well, your fee for the credit builders is $1,300 a year. I'm like, oh no, ain't nobody tell me nothing like that there. They just told me a one-time fee of during the time it was $1,200 some. And so I end up counting, because I said I ain't give y'all no $1,300 every year when I'm the one that's got to put in the information myself.
Because it doesn't do anything for you at all. And the thing about it is that if you do business with a company that doesn't report to Dun and Bradstreet, then it's like pulling teeth to get them to report.
You done learned me something else, sir.
Yes, sir. So have you pulled your DUNS report lately? Do you know what your paydex score is after paying all of that money?
Believe it or not, I got an email from them a couple of days ago concerning about getting it was supposed to be concerning about getting your business credit score. Okay. When I put my information in online to get it, young gentleman called me, and
You tried to
I
say
told
the
him I
bill
already
package
had
again.
try to get me again.
Yes, sir.
I told him I already had a DUNS number, whatever, and then where he was telling me, he said, well, I can get you your credit report, but it's also a good thing to go on and get back in this credit builders thing. I'm like, no. I said, I don't have no $1,000. I've got it, but I don't have no $1,000 just to be giving you to get back into something that basically I got to do the footwork myself and everything. And so he looked on there, then he said, really, well, you don't have anything on your paydex. I'm like, what do you mean? I said, it should be Wells Fargo on my paydex. It should be Quality Finance on my paydex.
Not Quality
and
Leasing,
said,
but Quality Finance is a completely different one.
Yeah. I said, it should be Quality Finance on my paydex. And I said, also, I just opened up another account with the Volvo dealership where I live at for $3,000 credit line. He said, well, but I told him, I said, I don't have the information, don't know how to put that on there yet because y'all closed my site down. There he go again, trying to get me to put up some more money. I said, nah, bro, just send me my credit report, even though you said have nothing on there and anything. But like I said, he told me that I don't have anything on the paydex.
Well,
after so many years, he said, after 2 years, you have to go in and redo it.
Okay, well, that's not accurate. But so basically, I apologize that happened, and I appreciate you sharing that with me. And I would love to be able to share this with other people, just so they can hear what it's like. Instead of hearing it from me, a first person, they'll be able to hear it from somebody who's actually gone through it. So I really would like to be able to share this with people if that's all right with you.
I have no problem with that at all.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and talk more about what we're about to do for you in your situation. So you have been in business for since 2014, and you have your LLC. I'm about to pull it up right now on the Secretary of State, and I'm going to look at it the way that underwriters look at it, so I can tell you what you will be able to get approved for based on the information we've talked about so far. So you are in, correct?
Yes.
All right. Bear with me for one moment. All right. And the legal business name is Transport, TRANSPORT. Is that a separate word?
Yes, separate word.
Okay.
Transport.
All right. So I see here that you are current and you're active since 2014. That's beautiful. All right. And your report is good. Domestic report is good. Now, the address.
That's where we live at.
Okay, so that's your residential address, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's one of the things that's stopping you from getting funding right now. Because as I'm looking at the underwriters, I'm going through the systems that the underwriters go through, and I can see right now that you have a very nice home, very nice ranch style home. You're at the end of the cul-de-sac. Looks like you back up right to the woods. That's a nice pretty black truck you got outside, sir.
That's blue.
That's navy blue. Yeah, that's midnight blue. Okay, that's pretty. That's a pretty midnight blue truck that you have out there, sir. That's really nice. Look like your neighbor got him a nice truck too. That neighbor, your neighbor, or maybe that's the other side. What's that? That's let's see, that's a Nissan. Let's see what that is right there. You didn't think that people can see all that information over the computer, could you? Yes, sir, it sure is. So this is what the underwriters do when they pull up your address and pull up your information. This is one of the first things that they do. They run it through the automatic underwriting engine, and it'll show up if it's residential or commercial. So What we're gonna do is thing number one is we have to update your address with your LLC. Yeah, company officials. Update your address with your LLC. And that's just a form to fill out. Doesn't cost much at all.
Okay.
And I'll email you the form so that you can fill that out. And all you have to do is just sign that in front of a notary and then send that over to the Secretary of State. The second thing that we need to do is you're able to pull your business credit score without having to go through Dun and Bradstreet. There is a system that we use. It's called. It allows you to pull your business credit report for free. It'll tell you what is on the business credit report for free. So I can look and see what's reporting. So you're actually able to get the free one. And I'll send you a link to that where you can actually get it for free. It doesn't cost anything at all. And see exactly what's on your report. So it'll let us know where you are with your information. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
A few moments later.
Down the line, you need to get a website. So the only things that show up for you are as well as your LinkedIn profile and your Facebook profile. So when you go to get larger lines of credit, now the cool thing about it is that because you've been in business for a good amount of time, you show up on Manta and you also show up on BuzzFile. So those are good things. Those are real good things. But we need to create your business professional website. In our course, we create it for you. But since you wanted to do a one-on-one consulting, I can try to help you with the resources to do that. It's not required right now because you've been in business for a good amount of time and you have the history. We actually can get you funding right now. I'm going to tell you a pre-approval that I've already gotten for you. But going down the road for the larger lines of credit, you are going to need to have a website, and you can get one, like I said, fairly inexpensive, but in our course, you get a website for free.
Well,
yes, sir.
Not cutting you off or anything like that there. Even though I'm talking to you one-on-one today, because, I don't have a problem, take a course along with other people, but I just wanted to get a feel of what I'm getting into on a one-on-one with you.
Yes, sir.
To, get some understanding about you.
Yes, sir.
And everything.
Definitely.
Not saying you shiesty or anything, but
Yes,
I
sir.
done dealt with some shiesty people.
Yes,
and
sir.
I can kind of tell that you're sincere by the way you're talking to me or whatever.
Thank you.
But I was kind of thinking of doing that course, joining that course in probably about a week anyhow.
Okay, that's perfect then.
Just to refresh myself up on some things, because it's still a lot of things I know, but sometimes it sits back on that Wikipedia bookshelf. In the back of my
Yes, sir.
head.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I completely
And I
understand.
forget about it, just somebody say something about it.
Yes, sir. I completely understand. Okay, so
And you can cut that search stuff out, then.
oh no, I listen. It's just in me. I'm just a Southern gentleman. It's just in me. I was raised by 10 uncles. I say yes, ma'am, to my little girl. She is just in me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a knee jerk reaction. It just happens that way. No offense or anything.
I got you.
I hope I'll
got
make you feel uncomfortable. But all right, so let's talk about some stuff a little bit more. Have you ever served in the military?
A few moments later.
Let me tell you what the approval says. Now, this is for business loan and business funding. All right. So this one is one of my favorite type of loans for one of my favorite lenders. You meet the qualifications because you've been in business for at least 12 months. This one is $20,000 to $50,000, and this is a 2-year loan. Your interest rate on this is going to be anywhere from 8%. That's good. So we're already good to go. All we got to do is do the paperwork for you and just wait the time to process it. Normally it takes about maybe 2 to 3 weeks at the most, and you will be good to go with them. Based on everything that I'm seeing with your profile, you'll be good. We just need to update your address. They use your credit score to determine your identity, and they also use your credit score as an underwriting guideline. But the business credit does not report to your personal. They just use it for their internal underwriting processes. So the $40,000 isn't going to show up on your personal credit at all. It's only going to be in your business name. So that's a real good thing I like about credit. Yes, sir. It's real nice. So that's not. So the other loans that I was talking about before, one of them does not. The first one that we talked about, that's the real short one that I don't like as much because they do a weekly payment. That does not show up on your personal credit at all. They're going to check your personal credit for identity purposes and the Patriot Act, but it does not show up on your personal credit at all. It's not a personal guarantee. So that is what we could do for you immediately right now. Those are the options that are available for you right now. But what I do want to do is, on top of you getting this type of funding for you right now, I also want to help build up your business profile. Now, the only reason why I jumped straight to these type of loans is because I know that you qualify for them because you're LLC, you've been in business long enough. But for people who have not been in business long enough, they won't be able to qualify for some of these that we just talked about. So because of your length of history in business, I know that you stand strong for a lot of these. With these 3 different options that you have, within the next 30 to 60 days, you will be able to have access to $100,000 in business credit. But at the same time, I also want to build up your Paydex score. So what we have to do is I'm gonna send you an email with everything that you should do, your checklist from A to B to C, what you should do, where you need to go. I'm gonna email that to you so you'll have everything and you'll have the instructions. In 60 days, you're gonna have an 80 Paydex and you'll have over $100,000 in business funding based on where you are right now. I can stand flat-footed and say within 60 days, especially because, we already have one of the lenders, they're going to give you $40,000 for equipment that's going to be just for your profile. It's not really going to be anything you can really use it for, but it helps as a trade reference, and that goes on your profile. That's going to open up for more funding for you. So I said all of that to say, without a shadow of a doubt, within 60 days, you're going to have an 80 Paydex, and you're going to have access to over $100,000 in business credit and business funding from those 3 resources that we just talked about, not including the vendor accounts and not including any other type of programs that we have, but just those three approvals: the credit union and the other 2 private lenders that I just got approvals from you for. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dean,
Yep. Yes,
can you
sir.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, I'm really
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the email over to you because you sound like you're breaking up pretty bad. And so you said that it's okay if I share some of our conversation with other people talking about your experience with Dun & Bradstreet. I won't share any personal information that'll be uncomfortable for you or put you in jeopardy or anything like that. But as far as just your experience, I really would like to be able to share that with people, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, you can. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, I will talk to you later. So keep your eye out for that email. You should receive that email within 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to give you your steps that you need to be taking. And then let's schedule some time to follow up to make sure that you're good to go. And let me know when you're enrolled in the course. You'll have full access to me at all times, but not at all times, but you'll have access to me within our consulting and within reason. But I'm going to send you your checklist of what you need to do, A, B, and C, in order, and you'll be good to go.
All right, Dean. You have yourself a blessed day too, man.
You do the exact same. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you allowing me to speak into your life and let me be a part of this success that you're building. I'm really excited for you.
All right. Take care.
All right, you do the same. Bye-bye.